Alphabet had more than $70 billion in market cap wiped out, and it says YouTube is one of the problems. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Drummer828 back with another video. And how about it, man? What about that timing? My last video, I was talking about how all these videos are getting demonetized. All my videos are getting demonetized. Nobody's making money anymore. And one of the comments that I made was, you know, if you want to have a profitable company, you're doing it wrong. Well, that point just got reinforced. Somebody shared this article with me from CNBC.com talking about how Alphabet it's lost more than $70 billion in market cap because of the policies of YouTube, or at least that's what Alphabet is blaming it on. They're blaming it on YouTube. So I'm going to read a little bit of this article just to give you a taste of kind of what's going on here, and then we're going to talk about it a little bit because I find it's amazing. The timing here is so incredible. You know, I put out my video complaining about this issue. 3 days later, I get confirmation that yeah, this is an actual real big problem. Not just for me, but for the company that actually owns YouTube, which is Alphabet. And if you don't know what Alphabet is Google. Google changed its name to Alphabet. Google they still have a part of their company that exists as Google. But this is amazing though. The very thing that YouTubers have been complaining about is the exact same reason why Alphabet is now in a position where they're like looking at YouTube as well, going, hey, what the hell? We're supposed to be making money off ads. What's going on? You're not doing it. So because of the ridiculous policies that Susan Wojcicki, or whatever the fuck her name is, we're just gonna call her Susan. But because of Susan's ridiculous policies on YouTube on demonetizing anything that isn't just absolutely spotless, squeaky clean, family friendly, like happy-go-lucky crap. Anything with a little bit of sass to it, anything with some attitude, anything that may be a little bit edgy, anything interesting, it all gets demonetized. So look at these policies now, Susan. Look what you did. Now the shareholders, the people that have stock in Alphabet, they are not happy with you, Susan, because you're not performing. This is a classic example of get woke, go broke. The whole principle that we've seen before when these companies try to, you know, start virtue signaling and changing their policies to, you know, promote people's feelings. The companies, of course, lose money. They've been putting politics before profit, and, well, you see the end result of that, which is less profit. And the shareholders are not happy. Susan, you got a lot of splaining to do, lady. But anyway, let's go over this article a little bit. So the article reads, Google has a YouTube problem, according to CFO Ruth Porat. Oof. Just the opening line, Google has a YouTube problem. Damn, Susan, that's gotta hurt. On Monday, after reporting that ad revenue grew 15% versus the 24% it saw a year ago, Google's parent company Alphabet saw its stock punished. It fell more than 8% Tuesday afternoon. According to Porat, YouTube was one of the culprits. While YouTube clicks continued to grow at a substantial pace in the first quarter, the rate of YouTube click growth decelerated versus a strong Q1 last year, reflecting changes that were made in early 2018, which we believe are overall additive to the user and advertiser experience, Porat said on the company's earnings call Monday. Porat didn't expand on precisely what changes at YouTube led to the poor ad revenue growth, and YouTube isn't saying anything beyond her statements from Monday. Well, you don't need to hear it from Google. You can just go to any YouTuber and ask them why isn't YouTube making as much money off ad revenue? Go to my last video. I'm telling you all about it in the last video. It's because they're not letting YouTubers get ads on their videos anymore. Like I said, you have to be completely spotless of anything controversial or anything that, you know, may be a little bit edgy. But, you know, YouTube's been ignoring us. They don't want to listen to us. We're just a bunch of fools. They're the ones that know what's going on. Well, apparently we were right the whole damn time. And they didn't listen to us when we said, you know, you're really hurting your website here. This isn't a way to run it. This is bad for you, not just for us. What are you doing, Susan? But no, they didn't listen to us. Well, now the shareholders are pissed off, and we see that the stock has dropped by about 8%. And I know some of you might not think that's a lot, but when we're dealing with this with Google or Alphabet, yeah, it's a lot. You know, one thing that really bugged me about the article that informed me about all of this going on was the fact that The author of the article actually makes an attempt to defend YouTube and their ridiculous actions of recent. There's a part of it that points out, I'll read it here. It says, Ruth Porritt was probably referring to changes YouTube made to curb the spread of fake news and conspiracy theories. It shows YouTube is willing to forego some short-term ad revenue for the long-term health of the company. Alright, that is the biggest load of garbage. The health of the company is strictly dependent on profit. That's how a corporation works. That's how these things survive. They need money, and especially when you have stockholders, you have an obligation to continue to increase your profits. And if you can't do that, then you're not going to be in your CEO position for very long. Like, just think about that. That statement right there. YouTube is willing to forego some short-term ad revenue for the long-term health of the company. Sorry, but the company isn't going to be very healthy if it's not making any money. In fact, there will be no company without any profits. So obviously, the author of this article has never run a company or a business of any kind, or even understands basic economics. Like, what are you doing, dude? If you can't supply what people are demanding, they're gonna go somewhere else, and you will be left broke. But I'll tell you what, I'm at the point where YouTube has thrown so much garbage at creators, they've made us jump through so many hoops, and we have done everything they've asked us, and it still isn't enough. They still pull the carpet from underneath our feet at random times without warning and leave us to hang, and they don't really care. We get an automated response or some BS, that, excuse that they'll throw at us for, notifications didn't go out for this reason, or you didn't get ads on it because we feel like it's a little bit offensive, or it just doesn't work with our advertisers, even though it's probably something that is only half as offensive as anything you'd ever find on TV. It's still, YouTube, I guess, is supposed to be a safe space for 8-year-olds, and anything, beyond that, that's just too much. That's just too much edge for YouTube, man. You can't do that. You're gonna make kids cry. The internet is not a place for kids. It's not, and it never will be. And if they do eventually make the internet a place for kids, it's not going to be the internet anymore, I'll tell you that. I mean, they're taking the whole idea of the nanny state pretty seriously. Like, we don't have government babying us. We've got corporations treating us like babies. That's what's going on. 1984 must have got it wrong. It wasn't Big Brother you got to watch out for. It's Big Mama. The nanny state wants to make sure nobody gets hurt feelings. But anyway, let's just get back to this article. I mean, think about that headline. Think about that headline. Susan's not going to sleep tonight. Alphabet had more than $70 billion in market cap wiped out, and it says YouTube is one of the problems. It's just bam, undeniable. We've been right the whole time, Susan. You didn't want to listen to us. Are you gonna listen to the shareholders? I really like the response from Twitter from Keem on this issue. Keem tweeted, Google lost $70 billion in market value because they started demonetizing all of our videos. Dear Susan, let us be toxic. It's good for business. And he's right. That's a bit of a, there's a bit of humor involved there, because what we were doing, we don't consider toxic, but to her, I'm sure she considers everything that we do toxic. But probably my favorite response to all of this,
what are you gonna do now, Susan? You're fucked!
Sums it up perfect for me. Susan, he brings up a fantastic question. What the hell are you gonna do now? Because getting woke just got you broke. But it's not too late. You can turn it around. Just throw our ads back. Start paying us again. And in turn, pay yourself. You just have to undo everything that you've done since taking over YouTube. Alright, y'all. That's all I got for this one. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Later.
Hello?
It's her. Hello, Susan? Susan?
Hello?
Hi. This is Drummer 828.
You mean the terrible YouTuber that's always tweeting
yeah,
me?
me. I was just calling to see if maybe I could ask you a few questions.
Fine. Ask away.
Okay, great. Question number 1. Why is my YouTube channel dead?
Because your videos suck and you suck.
What about, what is the meaning of life?
To destroy the single largest universal creative event in the history of mankind.
No. Not your meaning in life. I mean, like, in general, like, for the rest of humanity.
Oh, I see. I guess it's to bow before me.
Okay, last question. What advice do you have for struggling YouTubers?
Kill yourself.
That's not advertiser friendly, Susan.
I know, this video has now been demonetized.
That's so mean, Susan. You're evil. You're evil. You are evil.
You can't spell demonetized without demon.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. No!